before this review starts, see these? These are headphones. And you need them because I can't get my sound to work properly. And I really need a new microphone, but I can't afford one right now. But that just take a moment to put on headphones and we can get on with the review. Hi guys, it's Britt and welcome back to my channel, and today I am reviewing The Art of Language Invention by David J. Peterson. And I got really frustrated because I found almost no reviews on this book, so I decided maybe somebody is a nerd like me and will want to find a review on this book by David J. Peterson. And trust me, it is worth the investment. If you love linguistics, or if you want to create your own language, or you just want a detailed explanation on how... Sorry, my microphone fell down. If you just want a detailed explanation about how the human body creates noises, this book is fantastic. And if you get this book, and I swear I'm not sponsored by Audible, or David didn't pay me for this. I'm just a nobody that makes YouTube videos on her bed because it's the only place she can get natural lighting. But if you can, get the audiobook that goes along with this book, because it makes the already simple explanations 10 times easier to understand. And David actually is the narrator for the audiobook, so who better to narrate the audiobook than, David? He wrote the book, and he's really funny too. At times, I forgot that this was a textbook, technically, because David's just so funny. He goes on little rants about onions, and what I really thought was really cute was in the beginning of the book, he explains how he kind of developed an interest in conlang, or constructed languages, and that was when he was watching Return of the Jedi, and Chewbacca and Leia are trying to rescue Han Solo from the Carbonite. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Star Wars. But they're trying to rescue Han from Jabba's palace, and Leia's in this disguise, and she keeps saying the phrase, what he conscribes as Yoto, Yoto, and she just keeps repeating it, and 3PO is translating for us in this alien language, and it just keeps repeating Yoto, Yoto. And I think he said he was in 7th or 8th grade when it occurred to him that it was just the same phrase over and over again. And how did that work? And his explanation was that even if 3PO is an unreliable translator, the subtitle shouldn't be unreliable. So his conclusion was that the language itself, depending on the placement, can mean different things. And if you read the book, he goes into way more detail than I ever could. But this was really good, guys. And I probably should have gone through and pulled up the charts and everything, but David breaks everything down so simply, and like I said, if you buy the audiobook, you get to hear those sounds along with the explanation, and it makes it so much easier to replicate. And David explains how he got into languages. It started with his Arabic class and him falling in love with the Arabic language. And I relate because I kind of had the same experience in my own college endeavors. I took Japanese for about 5 semesters, and I can speak it fairly well, but I also have Japanese speaking relatives. He has Spanish speaking relatives, and my relatives in particular, they're from the Osaka area, and Osakans have this reputation for speaking really, really fast. And David says that he has Spanish speaking relatives who spoke really, really fast. And I connected with that almost instantaneously. So David, if you're watching this, you're probably not, but if you do, I feel your struggle, man. And he just fell in love with learning languages, and I also fell in love with learning languages, and it became really frustrating when I was in this classroom setting and I felt like I couldn't properly convey the thoughts that I wanted to convey because I was limited to the vocabulary in textbooks, and I didn't think that that was fair, but I probably shouldn't have been in Japanese 1 anyway, since I already, spoke Japanese fairly well. But I speak Kansai, and in my school at least, and probably most schools, they'll teach you Tokyo Ben. And if you don't know what that means, Tokyo is the dialect spoken in areas like Tokyo, and it's the standard Japanese. But in areas like where my uncle is from, he's from Osaka, we speak Kansai Ben, or specifically Osaka Ben, and it's really fun, but it's also kind of different. Like, let's see, what examples? Oh, for standard Japanese, for the phrase, I don't understand that, it's wakarimasen, wakarimasen. But in Osaka, we say wakarahen, wakarahen. And, well, it doesn't seem like wakarimasen and wakarahen, wakarahen are all that different. Trust me, they are. And David breaks down dialects too. And not only does he break down dialects, but he explains how languages evolved. He goes into immense detail about he's got to have at least 15 or 20 languages mentioned, and that includes Hybelarian and Dothraki and Ostaporian Valarian. And if you guys don't watch Game of Thrones, those are the languages that he invented. And poor David, he also invented an entire language for the giants, and the giant said one line, if they need more languages for giants, at least they have one, right, Dave? But I fell in love with this book. My school doesn't have a linguistics class, and I was really frustrated because I just wasn't connecting with anything I found, and I found it really difficult to understand because I didn't have a teacher there in front of me to explain these linguistical terms, and I was angry and frustrated. And then one day I logged up to Amazon, and it recommended me The Art of Language Invention by David J. Peterson, and man, I snatched that book up so quick because I'm gonna link his channel down below because he has a YouTube channel, and it's really good. He also breaks everything down really, really simply on his YouTube channel, and I fell in love with this book. And David, if you're watching, thank you. Thank you for writing this book, because I don't think I would even have attempted linguistics if it hadn't been for this book, because I had just run out of resources and I was frustrated, and I'm at that point in my life where I don't know what I want to do. And my microphone fell down again. I'm just at that point where I feel stuck. But this book, it really helped me kind of figure things out. And I know that probably has nothing to do with language, or people think I'm probably rambling, but you know, this is my channel. I'll do what I want. And guys, this book is really, really good. And I think I can't recommend this enough. I gave this book 5 stars on Goodreads, and that says something, because I don't usually give books 5 stars, and that's taking my bias aside as well, because I've watched just about, if not all, every single TED Talks, Comic-Con panels, school assemblies that David has attended, all available on YouTube for free. For free. Let's take that into account. There's a lot that's available to you guys for free. And David's nice enough to provide us with that. And I think a great way to say thank you is to go out and get The Art of Language Invention, because that's how he makes a living. And besides, you know, created languages, which I think is the coolest job in the world. Go out and get this book if you love languages like I do. And even if you don't, it's really interesting. Even if you don't like languages, or if you're a Game of Thrones fan, go out and buy the Art of Language Invention. Well, yeah, go out and buy that too, but get Living Language Dothraki, which I will be getting. My brother is going off to college this week, so I don't have time to, you know, sit around and wait for my mailman, and my microphone keeps falling down. But once he's all settled back into college and I'm back home, I'm gonna go on Amazon and I'm gonna buy Living Language Dothraki, and I'm also going to do an in-depth review because I can't find any on YouTube, and I think that's frustrating. And plus, I really want to learn Dothraki. So, I also will be reviewing a lot of textbooks. I think I have 2 Korean textbooks that I'm going to review for you guys. And if you guys don't like, you know, languages, that's okay, because I have other content, but I'm rambling and this video is getting really long. So, Until next time, guys. Love you. Go out and buy David's book. And subscribe. Subscribe and like it. Because that makes my day. It's the little things in life, guys. Alright, I'm really leaving now. Have a great day. I love you. Bye.